Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Thanksgiving week. Wanted to get another video going here. Yesterday I was at Walmart and we were planning our Thanksgiving dinner down here in Florida, and it triggered me to want to get another video going here on basically goals and an action plan, because as we were shopping, we were going through what are we going to make. Obviously, the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and then a couple of extra side dishes. But all the planning that it took as far as going and getting what you needed, and it triggered me to want to make a video on having goals and taking actions. Because if you think about it, we're all got Thanksgiving coming up. We're going to be going out there and having dinner. Some of us will be making our dinner. And if you've made a Thanksgiving dinner, then you know it takes a lot of thought process as far as what you're going to get. Each dish has its own ingredients, it has its own directions, and it takes a lot of planning in order for the outcome of an actual Thanksgiving dinner to become complete. And I think everybody waits till New Year's before they even start thinking about goals. But it's very, very important to have them on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis, not just at New Year's, where most people fall off and it doesn't really matter anyway. So this year, as you're going out, if you haven't already, and you start planning for your Thanksgiving dinner, relate that to your life. Think about how much effort and planning it takes to decide what you're going to make, what goes into that dish, what ingredients, and then Thanksgiving Day is a day that you're actually going to start putting the ingredients together. You're going to start timing things out. When does this dish need to be done in comparison to this? Turkey goes in first because it takes the longest to obviously prepare. Again, at the end, you have a big, beautiful Thanksgiving dinner. So just relate that in your life and think about, what do you have in the cooker of your life? What is it that you're putting together? What is your grand Thanksgiving dinner in your life? Because we should have multiple goals that are attached to our bigger life goals, or bigger life goal. Maybe you have one, maybe you have a couple. But you need to go out there, and each thing that it takes to make the big picture happen, are you working on those? Or are you just waking up doing the normal, got to go to work, got to do this, and can't wait till Friday, and on Friday I'm not going to take any of my personal time to actually grow my personal life. Therefore, I'm not even working on my grand picture. I'm not even working on the big Thanksgiving dinner of my life, if you will. I was watching an interview with Derek Carr from the Raiders last week, and it was pretty cool. And he was talking about how last year the Raiders head coach was teaching them how to compete. Not necessarily win every single game, but let's get in the game and let's start getting closer. Let's start making it harder for the competition and just being competitive. And the interview that I saw, he explained that was last year, and this year their mentality switched over to the head coach now is teaching us how to win. The head coach is teaching us how to finish the game and come out with the W. So these videos will just come randomly as something pops into my head, something will trigger it, as simple as being at Walmart, planning for a Thanksgiving dinner and relating that to, the goals of life and building your big picture, your Thanksgiving dinner of your life. And I'm just starting with the small stuff. Eventually I'm going to get into financial education, how to make money work, things like that. But for now, these little things, these are the things that ultra successful people use. Last week we talked about taking responsibility for your actions. Whatever you have, whatever you don't have, you get the credit for. People like to get the credit when things are good, but ultra successful people take credit for what they don't have as well. So that's step one. Now I wanted to bring up having goals. So figure out a couple of things that you want in your life. Make a game plan. What book can you get? It can be any part of your life that you want. And I encourage you, I didn't want to wait for New Year's to write or to put a video up about goals, But get out there and think about what you want. And as you are watching somebody prepare Thanksgiving dinner, or as you're preparing Thanksgiving dinner yourself, maybe this video will pop in your head, and think about all the steps that you intentionally did in a certain order to get a certain result that you want. Just for one dish. And you're going to end up doing that for, 4, 5, 6, maybe more dishes than that, all simultaneously to create the dinner, the Thanksgiving feast that you want. As you're making it, ask yourself if you're doing the same thing in your actual life towards the big picture of maybe your retirement or something else that you want. As we start doing these mental games, taking responsibility for your actions, having goals, we're only on number 2, which is starting to make some goals. Trying to get people in the game, guys. We need more people in the stadium. For now, I just want to see more people getting in the stadium. Later, we'll worry about getting on the bench of the team, and within the next year, I want to see more people playing in the game. But for now, you got to get the mental going before we can even start anything about money or advancing past a job or financial freedom, any of that. So let's work on the mental. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Enjoy your turkey day. So much to be thankful for, but that would be a whole nother video. God bless you all. Thank you very much.